Good afternoon and welcome to NYFP. Today I'm joined by Bobby Heller of OnPoint Executions. Hi Bobby, thanks for joining me today.
Hi Remy, it's nice to be here.
Well, we're here at the end of a very volatile trading week and markets are trading higher. But how are you getting a handle on what we're seeing right now?
Well, right now, you're right, the markets are higher, we're up 170 points or something. It's kind of amazing to me that if it goes another 100, we might almost be up on the week. But right now it seems very quiet. You know, it doesn't really seem frenzied like it's been the last few days, even on the up days. And it's just quietly moving up. Our customers aren't really making a lot of trades today. We've had some people in there doing a little bit, but not like you would expect to see after 4 really big volatile days earlier in the week. It seems a little too quiet here.
Well, Bobby, we did start out the trading week with a bloodbath, and that did come on the heels of that S&P downgrade. And we also had market jitters regarding debt concerns over in the Eurozone, but none of those issues have necessarily gone away. So going forward in the short term, what are your expectations?
Right, that's pretty amazing. Those issues aren't going away, and the European sovereign debt, that hasn't gone away. It's for a year and a half now. And I think with that, it's one day it's solved, the next day it's not solved. It just keeps going back and forth. It reminds me a little bit of the summer of 2007 when it was the subprime problem. One day, oh, they have a handle on it. Next day, they didn't have a handle on it. And now these big changes in direction and big volatility we see in the market today reminds me a lot of just exactly that. I've seen and spoken to a lot of people who seem to be taking their money out of the market right now because they just don't have the stomach for that kind of volatility. And I can't really say I blame some of these people, but yeah, they're big moves. Nobody can really explain them. I was asked, I think on Wednesday, why did it do this today? There's no news, it's feeling, there's a lot more. You couldn't point to one piece of data for anything this week. It just seems to be a culmination of things. I think part of the problem is that the economy is not really as robust as everybody who's been telling us, and we get a couple of these things coming out. The S&P, the deal in Washington a week and a half ago for the debt ceiling, which I think that deal is not particularly good for the economy and the marketplace. It may be great to try to save money in Washington, but I think that has a pretty big effect on what's going on here.
Well, Bobby, you just touched on a lot of issues that we're focusing on here in the U.S., but in today's trading session, a lot of people focused on the short sell ban of financial shares temporarily in some Eurozone nations. What do you make of that?
Well, first of all, if it's just one nation doing it or two nations on two different exchanges, I don't think it has much of an effect. Okay, I think we need a concerted effort the same way when Chairman Bernanke was lowering rates a couple of years ago, we needed everybody to lower rates, So it may have a small short-term effect in that, sure, those particular stocks may be helped, and you may get a little bit of short covering because people are saying, well, we can't short sell, may as well take it off. But I think if the stock is worth $10, the stock's going to end up trading at $10. So it doesn't matter if they're letting people short sell it or dump it. At some point, somebody's going to turn around and sell it. And I think I was talking about over here we used to need plus ticks to short stocks. I think that might be a better solution. It would help keep things a little orderly, but it was with still having a net effect, but it won't be as screamingly vicious when a stock goes down.
Okay, Bobby, last but not least, before I let you go, looking ahead to next week, what will you be watching?
Well, first of all, I think the markets will sort of do the same thing. Now, we've got a lot of customers that like to trade volatility, as they say. They're, buying and selling options. There's been a lot of option buying, mostly in the big indexes like the spiders and, some of the QQQs and things like that so people can get a handle on it. I expect if the volatility keeps coming up, though, that we'll actually get people who think the options are priced too high and get some people to start selling it. I think we got to look at some of the oil stocks because that still looks funny, and I think everybody still wants to look at gold, although I hate gold. They keep lining up to buy it.
Okay, Bobby, thank you so much for weighing in on all these topics, and have a great weekend.
Okay, thanks, Remy.